Capricorn, welcome to your July bonus monthly reading. We are already into July. We are not quite at the middle, but basically in the middle. Happy middle of July. Happy interesting time astrologically. We're in between two Capricorn full moons, which is going to be a doozy for you, but also very, very auspicious because it's already kind of an auspicious time. It's called a buck moon, I think, or a blue moon. Not sure. I'm still learning. Still learning astrology. Tarot I've been doing for quite a while. Astrology, I'm getting to know a little bit more in a more advanced ways. Very exciting time. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Here we go. We're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Oh, this. Okay. We're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot deck, and apparently this fairy card wanted to stay. We'll flip it over in a minute. Okay, so this is your present, this is your future, this is your past. I usually do it like that. Capricorn, July bonus reading for 2024. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. The Chariot. Very, very cool. There is some choice you are making, and you are making it. Capricorn, you are driving forward a change or consistency, perhaps, but you are definitely driving it forward. This bitch is not fucking around. She's got her black and her white, and she is creating clouds beneath her. The city is behind her, and she's on her motorcycle. She's got her wand. She's got moons on her. I mean, she is creating. She's creating. She is driving. She is in the driver's seat of having willpower, creative power. Capricorn. If you are a Capricorn sun, if you're a Capricorn moon, if you're a Capricorn ascendant, all three are welcome for this July bonus reading. Let's try your future. Yeah. What is, oh, okay, thank you, Capricorn. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups in your near future. Whatever you're driving forward, it's either going to be helped by or it's going to cause, right, like a consequence of the Chariot, perhaps, will be the Ace of Cups. Or a support to the Chariot will be the Ace of Cups. By which I mean, there are new relationships on the horizon, and they may be an impact, a result of these, of the driving force that you're currently feeling. And I think, we're in Saturn retrograde, so that's your ruling planet. But we're also between two full moons that are Capricorn, two full Capricorn moons. It's all very interesting. It's like there's this kind of dichotomy of auspicious and unfortunate, or maybe difficult is a better word. But you're doing the thing. You're doing the thing. And soon you'll be doing the thing either with a new relationship with yourself or a new relationship with others. Or maybe one specific other. Let's clarify that Ace of Cups, Capricorn. Let's clarify that Ace of Cups. Okay, thank you, Capricorn. Yeah, I mean, whatever that new relationship or ships will be, it will kind of continue this Chariot energy in an even more, I'm going to say, focused and deep focused kind of a way. This Magician is about, I mean, imagine, turning water into wine. You know, it's making something out of nothing. This magician does that. This magician does that. And so here you're driving forward for sure. You're creating this oh wow, interesting. Yeah, a change. Right now, this is the Knight of Wands. In this case, the Prince of Spring, and charming, self-confident, passionate, and restless. This may be you. This may be you, or this may be the person that is influencing you and inspiring you to be the Chariot. Immediate action, a challenge that you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. Yeah, the Knight of Wands is Aries kind of a card, and Aries is interesting because people think that, you know, Venus, right? Libra, Taurus. Taurus is a very sensual sign. And what I'm getting to is that there's sensual and then there's sexual. And Aries, ruled by Mars, is a more sexually driven and sexually intensive sign. And so you might be having some, I don't know, you might be having some really hot sex, or you might be thinking about having some really hot sex, or you might just be emitting that energy. And, you know, makes sense, coupled with the Chariot, makes perfect sense, because the Chariot, like, she's sexy. She's sexy. It doesn't matter if she's having sex or not, honestly. She is sexy because she's doing the thing. She's doing the thing. This is the number 7 in the major arcana. 7 has a lot to do with choice, and specifically in terms of the verb, because, you know, choice is not a verb, but you're not so much making the choice as you are planting the seed for the choice. That's the number 7 to me. So here's your inspiration, the Knight of Wands, and here is your seed. It's a very active seed. And maybe here is you're watering it with some relationship is helping you to create that magic. And then there's this kind of sense of, I gotta protect it. I gotta protect this relationship. I have to protect it, either this relationship with myself, where I am the magician, or I have to protect this relationship with others that is helping me to be creating magic. Yeah. Ooh, Capricorn. Capricorn, yes. Let's go. Let's go. You're starting. This is very cardinal. This is very you. Ace, right? It's the first. It's the ace. It's the purest. Capricorn, let's look at your past. Thank you. The moon. Oh, we definitely have to clarify that because the moon is just inherently mysterious. Definitely have to clarify that. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, I think there's some... In the past, maybe there was some mystery that, like if this were a map, right, it goes the moon, Knight of Wands, the moon is the inspiration to the inspiration. The moon is maybe the trigger, right? Some mystery made this Knight of Wands accessible. There was some mysterious vibe or mysterious entity or mysterious kind of energy or situation, and it made this Knight of Wands, or Prince of Spring in this case, it made this energy more visible, more attractive, and more inspiring. So it goes ding, ding, and then here the Chariot, right? Boom, 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 boom. Right, so we end on the 9 of Wands so far with that protecting what we've got, protecting what's been done, protecting decisions that have been planted as seeds and relationships that have started. And it all started from the moon, from that mystery. So mysteries can be, yeah, interesting. Mysteries can be interesting. Here's the King of Cups, clarifying the moon. Capricorn, you may be an earth sign, you may be cardinal earth, but there's some, well, first of all, there's no pentacle. There's 0 earth energy so far here in this tarot reading, and that it may stay that way. And it's interesting because it doesn't necessarily mean you're not yourself. These days, it just means that you are tapping into other energy, other ways of being yourself, right? Maybe even tapping into your other signs. Maybe you're a Capricorn, you know, sun, moon, rising. What's your Venus? What's your Mars? What's your Saturn, right? What are those? If you know your natal chart, if you don't, you should look it up. If you don't know the time of your birth, try to find out, because perhaps there are other energies that you're really extrapolating on. Oh, here's that pentacle. Yeah, let's see here. So we have the moon is the mystery. The moon is the inspiration before the inspiration. The King of Cups. Yeah, he's responsible. He's very Capricorn. I mean, maybe not very Cups, but he's definitely maybe not as he's not as like wily as the King of Wands, and he's not as ostentatious as the King of Pentacles. The King of Cups is perhaps more humble. I'm humble and honest. Humble and responsible. These words come to mind. Maybe a little bit balanced in his emotions. And I think, you know, surrounded by fluidity here, surrounded by water. He's literally floating on a throne amidst water in this interpretation. I mean, he's literally, how would you say, he's being carried by emotions and relationships. The only reason that he is who he is, the king, is because of what's inside that cup. And then it's paired with this Four of Pentacles, which is interesting because even though this is a Pentacles, this Four of Pentacles, and even though the Nine of Wands is a wand card, they're both very much holding. They're both very much like, here's what I've got, and here's what I've got, and here's what is mine, and here's what I'm going to protect and guard. You're coming from a place where you know damn well what you've got. I think you had a sense. In your recent past that there was something that inspired you. There was something that inspired you, but you weren't quite clear. You didn't quite see it, but you were excited by it. You were like, I'm interested in this connection. I'm gonna hold on to it, Four of Pentacles, and I'm also going to use it to be a balanced friend, a balanced mother, father, sister, a balanced, responsible, even-keeled relationship, right? In whatever partner, whatever dynamic you were focused on, I think it had, this moon, this mystery had a very heavy element of people with the cups, and also a very heavy element of value with the Four of Pentacles. And so, the moon paired with the four, I like, because I think the moon demands some rest. The moon, you sleep at night for the most part, we're kind of biologically built to sleep in the nighttime. So I think this four is restful. This 4 is reflective. This 4 is, yes, maybe a little stubborn. I mean, these two together, the King of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles, basically gave birth to a Capricorn. So all of this is very, you know, on brand, I guess. Let's clarify Capricorn a little bit further with this past here. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. So now the only suit that's missing is, and that we're heavy on the wands at this point. Yeah. The only suit that is missing at this point are the swords. I'm curious if they're going to come out. 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands. Yeah. Whatever it is that you're reflecting on, whatever it is that you're inspired to create, to have, to hold, you're seeing the potential. Or you were, right? This isn't your past. So you were seeing the potential of that. And now currently, you're in a moment of like, okay, this potential, I'm planting it. I'm doing something about it. King of fucking Wands, let's go. Let's make this change happen. I'm not going to waste this inspiration. I'm not going to, even if it is a little mysterious, even if it is a little bit vague, it's clear in its sentiment. I feel it, right? I feel it, and it's clear as day in the fact that I feel it. And maybe I don't quite see it, right? Because it's the moon, it's the nighttime, but it's there. It's there. Yeah, and I think you understood the potential of that mystery. So let's clarify your future a bit more. Capricorn, your soon-to-be future. Oh, this card here is right here, yeah. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working really hard. You're working really hard to protect what you're doing and how you've been inspired. You're working really, really hard. You know what's going on. So working hard on protecting. Very good, Capricorn. Very good. Let's finish this. Let's finish this. And actually, you know, come to not think of that, but like say it. I don't know that finishing is anywhere in this reading. I mean, you come close, you know that something is developing with the 9 of Wands, you know that your creative powers are, you know, whether it's your creative power or your willpower, your relationship power, you know that it's giving, and you know to guard that, you know, to protect that. And so there's this sense of I'm almost complete, but there is no, at least not yet, at least it hasn't shown up yet, there's no sense of like totality. You know, you're working hard, you seem to be enjoying the working hard, or at least seeing some fruits of your labor, potential fruits of your labor. You're seeing some progress, you're feeling some progress. Let's clarify your future. Actually, I'm curious. Let's use a different deck. Oh, you know, I use different decks sometimes because when the same card pops up again, which it may not, you know, statistically would be pretty unlikely. But when it does, when there is a kind of, what are they called, stalker card in the same exact reading, it can be a pretty strong message. And so I use the same deck to kind of test this idea. Ace of Bats. What do you know? Another ace. And our only sword so far. Definitely something new. And with the Ace of Swords in your future, I think one part of this journey will be cutting out something old, too. And it may be the mystery of the moon. It may be the not knowing that you are cutting out. It may be the lack of clarity that you are cutting out. Maybe, maybe. Maybe schmaybe, Capricorn. We will see what is in your future. And remember, too, that this is a tarot reading, and so it's a general Capricorn tarot reading for the month of July 2024. And so if any part of this resonates, like this video, subscribe to this channel. And if any part of this does not resonate, then just leave it. Ace of Swords, just get rid of it, leave it. Cut it out. Cut it out. Be very selective. Be very selective. And I think you know to do that with the Chariot and the Magician. Be very selective as to what you utilize, because only certain things are going to be in line with your mission. And whatever you're saying no to with the Ace of Swords, essentially, the bat is the stand-in for the sword in this deck. Whatever you're saying no to, you're trying so hard to say yes to something else by saying no to whatever it is, by leaving and getting rid of whatever it is. We are going to finish with a card. Okay, thank you. The F card. Where shall we put it? Right here. Yeah, okay, good. F. This is from Vimala Rogers. I am a big fan, Vimala, if you ever see this. Also, shout out to my friend, AA. Those are her initials, who showed me Vimala Rogers. F, the letter F. Vimala is a handwriting expert. She's a pro. She talks about how handwriting can transform your life. And when you are able to tap into the specific shape that the letter is meant to be, or where it meets its fullest potential, then you also meet your fullest potential. So let's read this kind of oracle-ish card for the letter F. The letter F, expressing our talents fully, in service to humanity, with no attachment. Bada bing, bada boom, Ace of Swords. To the results of our actions. That's interesting, because it kind of goes... It feels to me to go almost against the Nine of Wands. Not having attachment. The Nine of Wands feels attached. The Four of Pentacles definitely feels attached. And Capricorn, you yourself, I think you can have a kind of your nature as a disciplined earth sign, you are generally responsible. You are generally in control of yourself. And so to not have attachment, I think, is an interesting mixture. But here it is in your near future, and just kind of overall, the letter F. The letter F is going to continue this positive. The letter F is going to continue this positive journey for you of utilizing inspiration to go on a path that you're meant for, to plant seeds, to work hard, to protect relationships and creative newness, right? Creative new relationships, hard work, a new path for yourself, whether that's a new path with people or a new path of ideas. Let's look at the back of this card. I am making a significant difference in the world. The letter F is in line with this reading in the sense that there are stakes here. There is impact here. There is potential here that is very pertinent, very important. And yet there is a letting go. I think this Ace of Bats is more important than I previously gave it credit for, because there's plenty of impact, there's plenty of newness, there's plenty of, I understand how important and serious this is, but there's also like, I'm not going to take it that seriously. I'm not going to take the results that seriously. I'm Capricorn, I'm going to do what I need to do, but if the world wants to not, then that's on the world. Yeah, I get that. I get that, Capricorn. I really get that. So keep on doing. Keep on protecting. Keep on working hard. Keep on enjoying your journey. Keep on maximizing inspiration. I love that. I love that. I think it's great. I think it's a sacrifice in a way, but also a worthwhile risk, because you don't know. You don't quite know what the moon is hiding, you know, but if you sense that it's something to hold on to, if you sense that there is potential, if you sense that it is practical, go after it. Go after it. Go after it, and don't even give too much about what happens from that. Just go after it. What the results will happen either way. Stay divine. Stay divine. Thank you for watching Daily Divinity. Thank you for sticking around. Make sure to like and subscribe, and definitely comment if you're so inspired. Maybe the moon and the Knight of Wands give you a little bit. I want to comment. That kind of engagement definitely tells me, as the reader, to keep reading and to keep enjoying it, and it also tells me how to pivot, so it's just super helpful. All right, y'all, have a good one and stay divine.